What could be an intro? I'm bringing it back in.
He must have been looking for somebody named Dad. My name is James.
Sorry, this a love letter. It's sad to say that I've been thinking in this for the better. I don't know what to feel right now, but we can't be together. I'm not for wasting time, my last relation taught it better.
Yeah, you already know I'm back, man. Come on, man. Hey. Second video. I gotta act like the camera not right there. That's my fucking problem. I can't sit for a motherfucking minute. I don't got no motherfucking ADHD. On Dave, man. And something else. Like, I don't know if they want the bag on, they want the love. Look like, hey, look, you gotta show me where you at first. You gotta show me where your heart at. It's not hard. Most of you bitches stupid. You hoes dumb. Just, fuck. But hey, sometimes it is them women out there that make that shit easy. But I can tell you right now, relationships are not easy.
He ain't lying.
But goddamn, shit, we about to get back into this motherfucker. I said we about to get back in the motherfucker. We didn't even start the fucking video, James. Goddamn. We about to get in the video. I already said it, but y'all already know what the fuck going on. Don't talk to me. Let's do this.
Is it easier for a man or a woman to acquire sex?
It is much easier for a woman to acquire sex.
Why is that?
Because we choose. We choose whether or not we have the option of whether or not we're gonna let a man have sex or not.
I don't think that that's necessarily true.
Don't women typically consent to sex?
Consent goes both ways.
Right. Oh. A man's ever made you wait for sex.
You know what? It's happened. I don't know.
But does that typically happen?
Maybe.
Isn't it fair to say that women generally control access to sex more than men
If
do?
a woman wants sex, she can get it. If a man wants sex, doesn't mean that he can necessarily get it.
Okay. So is it safe to say that women typically control access to sex more than men do?
We can't win. You know what I'm saying? We can't win for shit.
Because it's easier for a woman to get sex than it is for a man?
I don't like the phrasing that you're boxing me into, but I would.
But I mean, would you have a different way of explaining it? I mean, is that not generally true?
I think that.
I mean, if it's easier for a woman to get sex and it's harder for a man to get sex, we can't conclude that women typically control access?
Okay. It's easier for a girl for sure. Yeah. Guys are thirsty.
Stinking big roll, nut neck, big neck, fat neck, neck bone, little head, sausages, biscuit, potato, onion.
Yeah.
Since it's harder for men, should women be surprised that guys have lower standards for sex than women?
Not really, because I mean, they just want to get it in, right? Yeah, real quick. I don't know.
Don't women have the privilege of being more picky because they have more options?
I mean, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't women have the privilege of being more picky because they have more options?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of an incel?
No.
An incel?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, what the hell is an incel? I've never heard of that shit in my life.
No, I haven't.
Have you ever heard of an incel?
No.
Okay, incel stands for involuntarily celibate, and it refers to a person who can't get any sex. Who is more likely to be involuntarily celibate, men or women?
Men.
Men. I think it's one in 3 men are not having sex right now.
In today's society, if a man goes up to a woman and asks her for her number or Snapchat, he's looked at as like a creep and a pervert. But if a woman goes up to a man, it's 100% okay, which is not okay to me.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Why are men shamed for not being able to get sex, but also shamed for trying to get sex?
That's a good question. I think it's the way they go about trying to get sex, because women want relationships. Well, I can't say all women, but a good amount of women want relationships, and when you meet the men that just
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. She real than a motherfucker. Like, for real. She real as hell. She keeping it straight. She ain't sugarcoating nothing like these hoes do. Applaud. Okay, so let's get back in the hell.
want sex, it kind of tarnishes everything.
Is it fair to shame men for being incels when women are the ones who control access to sex?
I don't think you should shame anybody for anything.
Is it fair to shame men for being incels when women are the ones who control access to sex?
No, not at all.
Isn't that victim shaming?
Yes, 100%.
Isn't every man who's been rejected temporarily an incel?
Yes.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
Is it fair to portray incels as lazy, immature losers because they don't conform to women's standards and selectivity?
No.
Yes!
No.
Yes!
No.
Fucking incel!
No.
If a man can't get sex, he might be made fun of and called names just for that. And then, well, also I think if a man does get a lot of sex, it might be like everyone praises him also for getting a lot of sex. So I don't really think that there's a whole lot of men out there that are getting shamed for having a lot of sex.
Is it fair to portray incels as lazy, immature losers because they don't conform to women's standards and selectivity?
Negative. No. Everybody is built different and has their own standards in life.
If a man does conform, does that make him a simp?
Negative. No.
Why is it more acceptable to shame men for having low standards versus shaming women for having unrealistic high standards?
That is right. I'm speechless on that one.
Oh yeah, you kind of got me flabbergasted on that one.
Right, you're fluttered. Don't know what to say.
Damn.
I bet, bitch.
Survival of the fittest. Whoever seems like they're about to get it in, gets it in, and they continue their genes and whatnot. But besides that, like, I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
So would you say, based on that women ultimately control the evolution of society?
Yes.
Based on the men that they choose?
Yes, it's because it's like the mating rituals. Like, they say yes or no in most breeds.
So then how are we living in a patriarchy where men have all the power?
Just because that's how society was set up when women were supposed to stay home and take care of the kids and the guys went out and did all that shit and we're supposed to rely on them.
What is the longest you've gone without having sex?
A year?
What is the longest by choice you've gone without having sex?
A year?
Probably like 18 years.
Damn.
What is the longest by choice you've gone without having sex?
Damn, boy. I ain't gonna lie, it look like it.
Probably like a month.
Who's more likely to lie about how long they've gone without sex, men or women?
Women.
Don't men lie about getting more and women lie about getting less?
No. Yeah.
Don't men lie about getting more and women lie about getting less?
Yes,
Why?
because we're seen as being tarnished for the more sex that we have.
Why are women who sleep around seen as sluts while men who sleep around are seen as studs?
Because men don't want to see that their woman that they have prospect to be interested in has been with every man.
Could it be because it's easier for a woman to be a slut?
No,
Well, don't women control access to sex?
they do, but there are many male sluts. They're just being praised for being that way.
But isn't it harder for a man to be a male?
Look, y'all. If you love sex, you love sex. It's normal. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of life. You know what I'm saying? I don't see sluts. If that's the case, everybody a slut. Okay? All right? It just is what it is. If you like sex, you like sex. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? But it don't don't judge nobody. Please. Because if you do that, you got to look at your mama.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I'm saying? You ain't judging her. You know what I'm saying? So, hey.
Slut than it is for a woman to be a female slut?
Depends on the man.
Wouldn't you say that the high value men with lots of options are rare?
Yeah.
So then wouldn't you say that it's more likely for your average woman to be a female slut than your average man?
Yes.
That boy on the sound, boy. Look, man, this is the end of that motherfucking video for now. Okay, I'm gonna continue more, but just not right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry it had to be short, but I'm gonna keep bringing them back. I'm gonna keep bringing them back. Hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? If y'all want me to do any type of videos, y'all gotta let me know. I know I ain't got none right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate. We gonna get there. That's just the end of it. Honestly. Oh, my name.